Yay, we got a broken phone. Yay! Oh, yay, he broke his phone. The day started now so great. Oh, yay! He's having a little bit of a day. Welcome back, dude. It's episode 6. He knows what number it is. He's keeping track week by week. We're building it up. We're just scooping each little piece of protein in there, building them muscles up. Because if you scoop too much protein, you're going to get some of the pudge. You don't want the pudge. You want just the right amount of bulk and muscle. And it's bulking season, baby. We're bulking it up. We're bulking it up. Maybe you're having one of those days where you wake up and it's the birds are chirping and you left a window open and you yawn and a bird flies up to your hand and it goes, hey, you having a good day? Maybe it's a good day for you. I hope you're having a good day. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's one of those days where you wake up and you want to record your show because it's been a second since you recorded the show and you're back and you're building shit slowly and it's not a slow decline, it's a slow build up. Because the last video, the skate video he posted, has some of the most views on the channel yet. Because we're building up, baby. So if you want to do anything clean, if you want to do anything classy, you shove the subscribe button. You shove the subscribe button so hard, and you notice that it kind of had this spiritual feeling to it when you shove that subscribe button. So you know what you do? You send the subscribe button to your friend. And you say, I hit the subscribe button, and next thing I knew, a couple of days went by, and some videos were popping up in my feed of a beautiful young man. A beautiful young man with a mustache. And he was yelling at me. He was yelling at me, and he was pointing his finger into the screen, but he also gave me some serious life advice. Now they're with it. Now they're shoving it out here. So you share the subscribe button, dude. Next thing you know, your Nana's commenting in the comments. The whole family's down there, your sister and your Nana. Your Nana meets another listener's Nana. They meet up. They're starting a group. All based off the show. And he tried to yell, but his voice cracked because it's been a day. And my phone's broke. But it's been a day. It's one of those things where the bottom of the keyboard doesn't work. So my phone works fine, just except for the thing that I need it to do most, communicate. So it's been a day. One of those days where it's a one-man show. I do audio, I do film. I'm the star of the show. One-man show. Right? And I'm super excited. Everything's going my way. I'm super OCD. Nothing's fucked it up. Oh, wait! I start recording. I'm in my zone. I'm feeling the energy. And just like 5-6 minutes into the recording, and in the back of the headphone, I took the headphones off today so I could be more present. The back of the headphone, I just hear, I'm still talking. I'm ADHD, I'm OCD, I hear it. I'm still talking. It's not an audio problem. And I keep doing some bits, and I hear, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I take the headphones out, and I look outside, and the people who come to cut the grass, they cut the grass yesterday. They always come yesterday. They don't come today because you don't cut the grass today. You cut it yesterday. That's with their schedule. Well, I pause the show. I usually don't pause the show. We do it in one continual recording. I look out the window, and there's Mr. Mower. Oh, you're mowing today. And not only are you mowing, every mower, there's a simple root process. I guarantee you they give you a sheet when you get the job, which is you go patch by patch. You don't just do a crazy line of cutting grass and then swap over past sidewalks to the next section and do another crazy line. You finish a whole patch, you finish a section, and you go to the next one. So the mowing sound's going off and on. So there's moments where I go, oh, maybe I can keep podcasting, right? I don't hear anything. Sit back down, do my whole thing, right? Phone's broken. Oh, he's mowing again. I swear he was just outside. And we don't do this shit live, bro, but I feel like he has some kind of a live feed, and he's in there listening, and there's just somebody in the other side of his ear going, copy, do you copy, Ranger? He's back recording. Yeah, I heard him talking about Kanye. New Kendrick album came out. It was that plan, dude. So you know what I did? I felt the OCD kick in. I was watching the dude outside of my window like a fucking serial killer for 20 minutes, watching him just fuck up these patches. And eventually I just said, you know what? Fuck it. The show's off this morning. I'm making a pizza. That's where the burp came from. It was a margarita. And if you know my boy Lopi, if there's anything you can count on, it's a margarita pizza. Because I can't count on Mr. Mower. So it's been one of those mornings, dude. It's been one of those mornings. It's been one of those days where I've been going to the skate park a lot this week. I've been really learning a lot on transition, which isn't like me. I'm a big street skater. I don't do a lot of ramp shit. I don't do a lot of stalls and grinds. And, you know, they call it transition, but if you go to a skate park, you might hear tranny. You might hear him say tranny. And that's because back in the 90s, they would call transition tranny because you call manual manny. But like the past couple of years, a couple of skaters have been like, maybe we shouldn't call it tranny. And I'm not saying I call it tranny. I don't know how I fully feel about it because it's transition. It's not fucking gender reassigning, right? It's just a ramp. But I was at the park and there were some young kids and they were talking about the tranny and I was wrecking it up, dude. I was wrecking it up and one of the kids said, was that nollie or was that fakey? I said it was nollie. He said, no fucking way it was nollie. So I showed him, I skated switch, I did it fakey, then I did it nollie. The kids were impressed. Kids were impressed at this park and it made me feel like a goddamn king. I felt like a king. And I do a final run before I leave the park. I'm very contest oriented, even though I don't want to be a pro skater. I'm very contest oriented, even though I'm not the best skater. I'm very contest oriented. I'll throw an earbud in the ear. I'll put some music on in there and I'll kind of, I'll throw a couple tracks on. I'll go, you got 3 minutes to do a run. And I'll do a clean, steezy ass run, dude. I'll go around that park and if I bail it, I restart from the top. Just like you would in a contest, right? So I'm destroying this park. I'm doing some nice ollies over some big gaps, some 50-50 stalls, varial kickflip, nollie caballero, or nollie 360, whatever you fucking call it. I don't know. To people in the TikTok comments hate on me for not always getting the tricks correct. You know it! But, I don't blame them. There's a lot of skate nerds out there. And the dynamic of my skate video watching is just you chilling with your friends. So when you're chilling watching a video with Ricky, he might call nollie flip a fakey flip. That's not going to happen with this guy, though. So anyways, I've been skating at the park for like 3 hours. I'm drenched in sweat. The high's wearing off, which is fine. I can handle it. The kids are having a great time. Kids really like me skating there. They like hanging out with me. I appreciate it. So I think I'm going to do this final line, and I'm going to throw in one last thing at the end. That's going to be bonkers, right? And it's a mixture of all the tricks I've done. It's going to be a great cherry on top. They're going to clap. They're going to do the board smack thing. When you land a good trick at a skate park, people hit the boards on the ground to show it's a little clap, But they don't want to clap. They want to hit the board, So they hit the board. I wanted to hear that board hit, okay? So I do my run, every trick absolutely perfect. Got the new Kendrick album in my ear, okay? Feeling like a king. White kid listening to Kendrick, couldn't get any more dorky than this. I think I'm a gang mobbing in these streets. I'm at a white suburbia skate park. You know it. Double pistols, in a gang, you know it. So I go, I do my line, not of coke. I do my line, I'm skating the park, they're watching, and I pull up to the very last part of the line. And it's this long kind of ride up to a ramp. And you can gap the ramp, and there's another ramp, and there's a little box between them. And I thought, I'm going to gap it. I'm going to do a manny. I'm going to do a manual, right? And I'm going to pop out. It's going to be beautiful. Skate, leave the park in one motion. It's right by the exit. It's going to be so steezy. They're going to think I'm pro for a local company. These kids are going to think I'm a goat. Okay? They're going to think I'm a goat. I pull up to do the trick. I ollie beautifully, catch so much air. I hit the manual. The tail didn't even tap. The tail didn't even kiss the floor. It was balanced perfectly. I pop out of the ollie, and the moment I land on the ground, I hit a crack, and my body goes like a couple feet in the... One of those things where your body's in the air, and you have enough time to where you can move your muscles mid-air and be like, fuck, I'm about to fall. And I slam on the ground, hit my arm, hit the side of my leg, and I verbally go, fuck. Now, I bet you're wondering, why did I go, fuck, and not fuck? Well, it's because I got the wind knocked out of me. And immediately when I fall, all the kids go, "Oh, are you okay?" And you can just hear the disappointment. You can hear the disappointment. And I'm too injured to get back up and do the trick again, right? Because I just want to go home. I want to call it. But you can hear the kids go, "Oh, are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, man, I'm fine." And I get up, and it was evident that I wasn't fine. It was evident that I was a little bitch. But the kids were still cool. So I'm having a grand old time, man. I'm having a great time. I'm bulking up. I'm trying to get that Pattinson body. That's the goal, dude. The goal of 2022, that's the year we're in, is to get the Pattinson body. Because I made a goal last year, which was to go all throughout the year on my personal account without deleting a post from my feed, which I've done beautifully because I was very insecure. We're working on that. We're going to therapy. He's got some OCD. We're building it up. And one of the things I'm working on now is the Pattinson Project. It means I got to be scooping some of that protein in there, bulking up to look like Robert Pattinson in the first Batman. I'm trying to get some muscle, some of those broad shoulders, some scars on the back. What's a guy got to do to get some scars on the back without having to get a large amount of physical pain? Because that's something that I would not necessarily want to do, is have a lot of physical pain. But I'm trying to get the Pattinson body, so I'm bulking up, I'm taking the protein, and I thought I was eating too much, but I'm not eating too much. I'm doing completely fine. And that was a big thing with why I didn't record last week, is because my mental health was really getting the best of me, and I thought I wasn't doing okay, and I just couldn't seem to make this work. I couldn't seem to sit down and record the show and to feel myself and to do all this shit. But I realized that's okay, and it's okay to take breaks, and it's even okay to sit down sometimes and to not feel myself. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to feel out of my body, right? Not in the psychedelic, you just got doinked up on mushrooms kind of way. It's okay to feel down. And I had a really down week last week, man. I don't even know why. Nothing bad happened. And that's a big thing with my depression that's been happening, is I'll just feel this weight over my body. And I don't know if anyone else feels this or if you can relate to this in any way. I might just be, speaking out of my ass a little bit here. But I feel this weight to my body, and it's almost like I can't even get out of bed. I can't go out to skate. But in my conscious, dude, in my soul, I want to be happy. I want to be a little squirrel with the hippie glasses on, throwing up a peace sign. Because squirrels are always happy. They're just trying to get their nut. I'm like a squirrel. I'm just trying to get my nut. And my nut for me is just being content and happy. And I know it's a lot to ask just to be content or to be happy. That's a big demand when you look at at life and demands that we have. But I used to be a very, very happy person, a very go-lucky person, a very, kind of loving person. And nowadays, dude, I find myself getting pissed. I find myself getting pissed at the most minuscule things, like a bitch taking my spot because of my OCD. Or the other day, me driving to 3 gas stations to get my yerba, me going in to get my yerba, and a 15-year-old right in front of me grabbing the last yerba. And you're watching the yerba just... It's almost like your girl leaving the bar with another man. That's literally the pain I felt not getting my yerba in the morning because the 15-year-old took it. And I knew he was 15 because he was wearing an FA hoodie. So it's been a lot, dude. It's been a lot, and thank you for bearing with me and sticking with me throughout this podcast. Because last episode, I was like, man, share the podcast, throw out some subs, man. Let's get this shit going. Let's get this shit out there. And it did. Dude, it did. TikTok's been going off to an extent to where somebody literally told me in the comments the other day, posted a funny clip, and he's like, dude, you're kind of working the handlebars thing in your mustache right now. And it's a little bit off. And he was right. It's a little bit off because when you have handlebars, if you drink or eat while you're on the show, your mustache twists up. So certain parts of your facial hair are still down when your mustache is twisted up. And he's like, your hair is improportionate. You should go back to the 70s porn stash. So guess what, listener who commented about my mustache for no particular reason? My mustache is back to the 70s porn stash. It's back, baby. So wait, is he the kind of guy that actually listens to listener feedback? Yeah, he is, bro. Is he kind of the ultimate podcast? Yeah, he is. He very well is. But I asked you all to post that stuff, man, and you posted it, you shared it, and that meant a lot to me, dude. I saw that shit in the views, and midway throughout the week when I was feeling depressed, it was hard because I wanted to be happy about some stuff with the pod going well, but I physically felt like I couldn't. So a couple days after, I got this rush of energy that I knew I should have felt from the shit going viral, and I was stoked on it, man. I was stoked. A lot of skate news is going on and going down, and a lot of news and comedy involving Brenden Schaub and Bobby Lee. We're going to get into all that shit. But first things first, Mark Normand was on the 9 Club, which, if you know what the 9 Club is, if you're here and you don't know, I'm shocked. It's the show that has skaters talking, one of the biggest skateboarding podcasts out there, hosted by Chris Roberts. Mark Normand, he's a big comedian. He came on the show. And I'm talking about this because I've heard Gifted Hater a couple times mention that the 9 Club is kind of very PG. They don't talk about, funny shit or, maybe more crude or realistic news happening inside of skateboarding. And that's the big thing with Gifted Hater. Gifted Hater is he shines a light on certain parts of skateboarding that no one else will really address. And people have hate for him because he's not... To me, he is, but to some people, he's not a core skateboarder. He's a YouTuber. He's not someone that came up through Thrash or whatever. I don't fully know what core skateboarder means these days or means anymore, but Gifted Hater is an incredible skater and makes great videos. Somebody commented on my TikTok about FA, hey, this dude's just copying Gifted Hater. Guess what, dude? I'm doing something completely different. Skateboarding is not the forefront of this show, dude. It's me. It's my life. It's funny shit. I'm going to be doing more this next year coming up than just skateboarding. But hey, also, dude, there's more skate shows coming out there, more new skate platforms. When something happens in skateboarding, don't be surprised if more than one person talks about it. Okay? So Mark Normand was on the 9 Club, and I found that Mark was like, let's talk about skaters getting drunk. Let's talk about, what's going on in the industry. Or there's some sellouts, And the 9 Club was very silent. He took a sip. He let it sit. The 9 Club was very silent. And I'm like, dude, if you're going to have a comedian like Mark Normand, if you're going to have somebody on who has a love for skateboarding, who is in a huge community of comedy and is bringing skaters into that, like, be real. Talk about the real shit. Talk about sellouts in skateboarding. Talk about people that are just getting fucked up for fun. It's okay. Your show is the show that has skaters talking. Shouldn't you say shit that has skaters talking? I don't know, man. And my show is not far different from it. Okay? I'm trying to say my shit. I'm trying to say how I feel and say the truth, and I don't want to just throw out a topic or a piece of conversation because it's what's going around right now. I want to give my honest take and you gotta love it, honest opinion. But damn, dude, the 9 Club's been letting me down. But in other news, dude, Battle of the Barracks 12 is kind of back into full swing. It's back into full swing. We saw games the last weekend with Deshaun Jordan versus Cody Sapadia. We saw Luan versus Kelvin Hoffler, which was super gnarly. And let me just say, for that Luan versus Kelvin Hoffler game, it was so trippy. It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure to watch Luan Oliveira skateboard. Absolutely another level. His speed is unmatched. His pop is always consistent. And he's barely bailing tricks. His consistency rate is out the roof. Kelvin's a great skater. I love Kelvin. He's a little bit of a Karayuma billboard. Nothing against his skating, but watching him in this game was difficult because it's like all his tricks were in slow motion. I was seriously like, damn, dude, watching Luan, he's gunning it, he's popping it like crazy, and it kind of felt like when you're playing skate at the skate park with a kid who doesn't know how to do a varial flip or a tray flip, so he goes super slow to try to land it. That's what the Kelvin versus Luan game felt like. It felt like a master versus a beginner, and I hate to say that, but yeah, dude, that was a monster of a game, and Luan just really brought it. I forget the exact totaling of letters. I think Kelvin got S on Luan. I think S was the most. And then the rest of it was a smoke show. For Deshaun Jordan versus Cody Sapadia, I talked about this on TikTok. That was a really stand-up game. Like, that was a really, really good. They're starting out with kick flips, front shove-its. Cody was definitely off. Cody is a Battle of the Barracks champion and a flat ground menace, and there was definitely something off with his skating that day. Not saying that in a bad way, just maybe he rolled his ankle or maybe something wasn't clicking, because I've seen incredible flat ground work from Cody, and people in the comments of my video as well, they were saying like, Cody usually really delivers. So maybe he was nervous to be playing Deshaun. Maybe it, aligned with an injury. I'm not very sure. But dude, today we got a good skate review in store. Last week, I talked about one of my favorite skateboarders, TJ Rogers. TJ's a menace. He skates for Blind S. He's really, really gnarly. You know him for wearing the baggy pants and having the really clean technical tricks. He has a brand new part out called TJIF. TJ, it's Friday. Kind of like thank God it's Friday. And it's with S Skateboarding. And I'm super stoked for this. Last week, I talked about how TJ was recently diagnosed with testicular cancer, which is so shitty. So we sent him a bunch of love. I asked listeners, send in a part from TJ you want me to review. A bunch of parts were sent in, but in the last minute, this was announced. And people were like, we would love to see you cover that new TJ part. So without further ado, you know how the copyright game goes. If you want to watch the full video part with the music that it was intended to be, go to S Skateboarding's YouTube, watch the full video. But I'm going to review TJ Rogers TJIF from S Skateboarding. Let's check it out. Holy shit, dude. TJ's a monster, bro. I think he's doing these people don't want him to skate there either. Holy shit, switch ollied over the rail. Always saying thank you. He tried to do a switch frontside 180 first. TJIF, here we go. Come on, TJ. Switch flip in. Ooh, backside lip slide down the rail. Switch back heel. Switch back 5-0. Let's see what he's got here. Nollie flip backside tail slide. Oh, we got the homies in here too from S. Ooh, that varial. That was gnarly. Wade Disarmo, I believe. Got backside tail big spin out from TJ. He's a perfect fit for the S team. Very technical, but OG skaters. Ooh, the nollie frontside heel on that was so clean. Holy shit. His homies are backing it up too. That was a clean backside flip. We got a back tail kick flip out. Wade Disarmo. We got nollie front nose slide. Ooh, back flip out. So nollie front nose slide, backside kick flip to fakie. So clean, dude. Nollie flip over that rail, dude. That was so sick. And TJ skates for Blind, which is a super sick company. I actually just recently picked up a Blind board and supported TJ. Excited to skate that. Well, very clean switchback lip. The headphones fall off and he catches them, dude. How gnarly is that? Beautiful switchback lip. Man, TJ is nearly ambidextrous the way he skates. Front nose all the way down that ledge. What? Hanging on by a thread. Love it. Ooh, switch front shove front tail. Absolutely textbook. So in this part, I know he's skating different parts of California and Toronto in Canada, which is pretty sick. It's cool to see some Toronto spots. He's obviously skating some LA spots in here too, but very stoked he's in Toronto. I think that was a fakie inward heel front nose. Wow. Switch pop shove-it frontside nose grind. That is absolutely insane, dude. The hold and the technical skills that takes is another level. Heel flip up the stairs. Nollie heel no slide to fakie. Ooh, swish flip front nose. And a swish frontside flip over the rail down the huge stair set. This is a monster of a part already, dude. I really like that switch backside nose blunt and then a switch back tail. It's a great spot. Ooh, switch flip back tail, switch flip out. Wow, dude. Frontside nose blunt slide, nollie flips out on a ledge. TJ dresses like an OG early 2000s skate video, and I love it. It makes all his videos have a little bit of nostalgia to him. Ooh, monster hard flip down the stairs, dude. What? And he popped out early for that. Backside heel flip. Switch front heel over the rail. He's got the Red Bull logo on the pants. Switch pop shove it, dude. This is one of my favorite tricks to watch, man. I mean, just look at the technicality here. Unreal. Ooh, fakie front heel. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go back to that. Switch flip back 5-0. Switch pop shove it out. That's crazy. Woo! Oh my god, dude. Switch front tail. Switch hard flip out. TJ Rogers. Unstoppable. Oh, I love how he went back to back with that. Nollie front 3, then nollie back 3 out of the no slide. Switch heel flip, switch tray out to Manny. So gnarly. TJ is so dope with his huge switch like gaps or jumps that he goes down with stair sets and shit. Like he's doing a switch backside 180 down this mammoth of a stair set. So sick, dude. Wow, switch heel flip backside tail slide. Pop shove it nose grind 180 out. Let's go back to that. To fakie, so textbook. I love watching a good manual, dude. A lot of no slides in this part too. Switch back tail, switch big spin out. Ooh, very clean. Wow, nollie 180 down the stairs, over the rail too. He's out here at Hollywood. Nollie backside 180, dude. Holy shit. Down Hollywood. Not even down the stairs, like down the other side of it. Let's go back to this. Over the rail and the fence. And into the street. That's so sick. Not a huge nollie flip down that stair set, bro. Holy shit, man. Skateboarding, TJ Rogers, man. Blind skateboards. That was an absolute ripper of a part, man. TJ, thank you. Skateboards, thank you. That was a absolute ripper, and that's going to be a part for the books. That's going to be a part for the books. Something a lot of skateboarders have been talking about recently is the watch back ability of parts these days. Because parts from the 90s and early 2000s, they're constantly getting rewatched and looked at as iconic. And the level of skating has progressed in modern time. But video parts come out every week now, and people don't revisit a lot of old parts. So I think that part, TJIF, it's a very already classic. It has nostalgic energy to it. It's new. The tricks in there, I mean, off the rails. Skating truly like an ambidextrous skater. The only person I've seen skate switch to that same level as Paul Rodriguez, and that's a huge compliment. Paul's my favorite skater. TJ, man, wow, that was a next level video part. Hey, thank you to Live Well Cannabis for supporting the podcast. If you want to go and get some of the best cannabis in Colorado, I'm talking about concentrates, edibles, flower, you name it, Live Well Enlightened Health is the place to go. Live Well supports this podcast, man. Go to my Instagram at the Dustin Dixon or at You Can Shove It and check out all of my cannabis posts. I post about rosin sticks they give me, strains like Triple OG or edibles from Full Melt. It's all incredible. And here's the thing, dude. If you want to dress in cool shit we wear on the show, go to Live Well if you're 21 plus, get some cool merch and mention You Can Shove It when you check out. You're not going to get a discount yet. You're just spreading the word, but we're building shit up. So go to Live Well, get some good cannabis and mention You Can Shove It at the show. Cha. I hate this even thing I have to talk about, but the Don't Worry Darling trailer. Is anyone talking about the Don't Worry Darling trailer? Because you should be scared, boys. You should be scared. It's Harry Styles and Florence Pugh. They're in this new kind of a thriller from Olivia Wilde. And I'll tell you right now what it is, dude. It's just porn for ladies. There you go. Boom. The audience goes wild. We got another porn for ladies, right? It's just like Euphoria. There's no storyline here. There's no thing that we're actually working toward or building toward. It's like it's supposed to be like Get Out or some weird, scary psychological thriller. But all this is from the trailer I've seen is Harry Styles going down on Florence Pugh. And don't get me wrong, dude. I'm horned up, bro. I'm bricked up watching it. But I'm just saying, can we get some of the sexual tension outside of television? Can we get a good movie that isn't just about two people boning it down, bro? I think the entire movie is just going to be about sex. I don't think it's really... I think people are going to love the movie because Harry Styles is in it, and you have Florence Pugh and Nick Kroll. There's big names. There's going to be no real storyline there, but a lot of really great artistic shots and, of course, sexual scenes. And people are going to go bananas. They're going to fucking flip over Harry Styles. So guess what, dude? When the trailer dropped and your girl posted Don't Worry Darling, you know what I knew? I knew, oh, your girl's getting it off to the trailer. Your girl's getting it off to Harry. And if you're a girl listening to this, watching it, then boom, caught you in your web. Caught in the net of it all. And don't get me wrong, dude. Bros are in the same position. Bros are in the same position. They're out there on OnlyFans. There's girls making $1 million a month on OnlyFans. And that's little. Some people are making like 2 million, 3 million, maybe even 10. Okay, so don't you come over here on that high horse of yours, and don't you look down and say the dudes aren't horny, bro. The bros are bricked up, but the girls are horny too, and it's some of that Don't Worry Darling Harry Styles shit. So boys, be prepared. You know, maybe go with your girls. Make sure your girl's not just going there with her friend Mike. You know, make sure your girl's not just going to the Don't Worry Darling movie premiere with her friend Mike. Make sure she doesn't bring an Xbox controller to the premiere, if you know what I'm saying. Make sure her phone is on loud. You don't want that shit on vibrate during that movie. If you gotta hear bring through the whole movie, it's worth it. It's worth it, dude. Involuntary cheating. I think that's what they call it. Oh, dude, had a clip in the middle of the episode because the mower guy came back. You love it. A lot of shit's been going on, dude. The main thing is the Kendrick Lamar album. Okay, I listened to it at the skate park. It was absolutely incredible. You know your boy loves Kendrick Lamar. It's called Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers. And people, anytime Kendrick drops an album, you know, the people go, oh, well, maybe it's a double album, or maybe he's speaking in Morse code, or maybe this isn't Kendrick at all. Maybe it's an alien and it's abducted Kendrick's body. Dude! Stop looking into it too much. Stop overthinking it. This is coming from a day one classic overthinker, bro. Stop overthinking it. You're being a little bitch. It's just an album. You throw the album on. If you want to know what he's saying, you click on the lyrics, right? You don't need to be an English professor dissecting his album like that. That's what white people love, dude. White people love nothing more than putting the pads on the elbows and being an English professor. Digging apart some kind of a movie or or doing reactions. Dude, that's what I do. It's what I do, bro. Am I kind of a modern day pop culture professor? Yeah. You bet your bottom dollar I am, sweetie. But everybody's trying to find all the hidden lines in this Kendrick album, and my dude, he's saying enough as it is. He's saying enough as it is, and you don't need to try to like look into everything like it's some weird piece of art. It's a beautiful art piece, and just let it sit, let it last in time. I really like the album. It's like 18, 19 songs. I've only listened to it in one continual sitting. I haven't just thrown on the singles. Because I listen to it when I skate, and it's a great skate soundtrack. Like I said, makes me feel like a gangster, makes me feel like I'm in the fucking, makes me feel like I'm in the gang. I was going to say Crips and Blood, but your boy's too scared to even mention it. Because I heard a story of this dude wearing the wrong color, and they go up to him and like, you're not even a part of the Crips. We'll fucking kill you, bro. I don't want that shit to happen to me. You know? I don't really want that shit to happen to me. A lot. So you got Kendrick's album doing so good, and then meanwhile at the same time Jack Harlow just dropped an album. This complete garbage, because it's just industry induced, bro. Complete industry plan of an album. But I will say, one of the best parts of that record is when Drake's like, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. That's incredible. Again, Drake says, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. That's incredible, dude. You know how many times I've been walking around the house with my roommates around, or when I'm cleaning, or just hanging out, and I just go, people that don't fuck with me are linking up with people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. Because it's that fucking hard. And the Harlow album is good. I mean, there's songs on there like Young Harleezy. Yikes, dude. Young Harleezy. Shooting RPGs. It's really bad. It's really bad. But the second half of the album, it has a little bit of a kick up. And you see Justin Timberlake, Lil Wayne, Pharrell, Drake, a lot of big names. And it starts to get a bit better. Is the album maybe a little bit better because of the features? I don't know. I'm a bit of a Jack Harlow fan. Wait. That shouldn't be very crazy, right? Because he's a white guy and he wears New Balances and he's a super suave white guy. So of course he's going to be here with Harlow. Because he's a super suave white guy. So the album was alright, man. I don't fully know what to make of it. I don't fully know what to make of really anything these days, man. We live in such a weird time for media and technology. Everybody wants there to be a cameo or a collab, or they want something to sound a certain way. It's like they can't accept it for what it is. People were pissed about Multiverse of Madness. People were so pissed there wasn't more cameos. And I'm over here just, whoa! Peace out, Tom Cruise. Ryan Reynolds, who? Spoiler alert. Toby Maguire, who? That's how I felt, man. And I haven't seen Multiverse of Madness yet. But I know when I see it, I'm going to enjoy it because there's minimal cameos. And it's just enjoying storytelling. Enjoying writing for what it is. Aren't we here for Doctor Strange? Just make a movie called the Multiverse movie. You know? Make a movie called, I guess it is kind of called Into the Multiverse. Or Multiverse of Madness. Fuck, dude, caught in his own trail. He broke it down. But there are a lot of cameos. And people just want this weird... I'll give you an example, dude. They're making a Blue's Clues movie. And this makes my blood boil. They're making a Blue's Clues movie, and they said, expect this movie to be a lot like the past multiverse movies we've seen, because we're going to see Blue's Clues characters from the past 20 years all coming together on the big screen. It's going to be like the Blue's Clues multiverse. This is when we've gone too far. We've gone too far as a society when we put Blue's Clues in the multiverse. Something is seriously wrong. And we gotta crack the code to the Matrix, baby. Because not only we got Spider-Man meeting fucking different Spider-Men, and we got Doctor Strange out here sucking his own dick, we got fucking Blue's Clues in this bitch now. It's completely going off the rails, dude. It's completely going off the rails. I haven't seen the movie yet, but you know I'm excited for it. You know I'm excited for the Marvel shit. It's almost better now when somebody doesn't like something. Like, it makes me feel like, oh, good, it's not going to be oversaturated. You know? Like, like people who just post the Kendrick album to let you know they listen to it. Oh, dude. You know they're out there. You know they're out there because the day of the album release, and here's how you really can catch them in their place. And you can even, if you see it on their story, do me a favor. Slide up and just say, "Gotcha." Use any emoji you want. Just say, "Gotcha." Gotcha in your web. Gotcha in your little white lie. You little fucking poser. You little fucking imposter. And I get it, dude. I'm putting a lot of hate, a lot of projection onto somebody who I don't even know. But here's the thing, bro. If you just listen to the album, and if you post the final track, on your story, all you're trying to tell me, bro, is that you finished the album. I don't give a fuck if it's your favorite song. Final track of the album post just means, hey, look at me. Listen to the full album. You're not special. You're not special. 50 other people posted the album. You're not special. And guess what, dude? Not even 50 other people, 1 million people, like millions, are listening to that bitch that day. So I get it. Post any song you want, but when you post the final song on the album, just know we see right through you. People really thinking they're sneaky with it like that. Reminded me of girls on Hinge saying they can outsmoke me. You think you can outsmoke me? You don't know what you're running into. And that's the hard thing is because like, oh, you want to outsmoke me? Well, cool. On our first date, we're not going to have a fucking smoke off. Because that would be problematic. One of us is going to pass out. And our second date, we're not going to have a smoke off. And our third date, we're not going to have a smoke off. So really what you're trying to do is trying to get me caught in your web. And I'm not going to get caught in your web. I'm freed from the web. And I'm smoking that good bong rip. And we're building the tolerance back up. Same when we build everything up, baby. Same when we build everything up. I told you everything's based on features. It's all multiversal shit. I can't say multiverse. It's multiverse. I say it in a weird way. You hear it if you listen to the show. Speech impediment. But yeah, man, there's not a lot of new shit going on in my life, dude. Last thing I'm going to hit on, dude, is just, this episode's been all over the place. There's the mower outside, crazy shit's going on. The Brenden Schaub beef in the comedy podcast community right now. Listen, bro, I have no room to talk on this. I'm not in the comedy community. I'm not a part of this shit. But your boy's got to commentate on it and talk about what's happening because it's fucking crazy. Brenden Schaub is being attacked right now for his recent special, The Gringo Papi. In the comedy community, you're kind of supposed to drop a special once you're 10 years in the comedy. They think it's a time to find your voice. I agree. I think it's important. Brenden didn't do that, and he released his special early, and you kind of know you're going to get flack from comedians and other comics doing this, or at least if those comics are like ballsy, if they're truthful. So I don't see why Brenden is very surprised. But what I do understand from Brenden is this crazy Tigerbelly fiasco that's going on right now, right? I guess Brenden asked some women he asked to walk some women to their car. When they get to the car, he's like, hey, can you give me some sloppy toppy? They say no. Turns out Brendan's married with kids. So people want to cancel this dude. They wanted to cancel him at first over that, right? And I get it. That's fucked up. He's got kids. But also, dude, that's just the game. Wait, what? Yeah, dude. Welcome to it, bro. You're a part of the game now. That's just a part of the game. Married men are constantly hitting on other women, bro. Single women at that. And people these days in California, they're in open relationships. And I'm not defending Schaub because here's the best part, dude. If he asks him for sloppy toppy and if the girls say no, booyah. You just got rejected, bitch. Which is what happened. But they brought it up as a joke on the podcast, and it kind of shined a bad light on him. Since then, he's been getting a lot of hate. Now it's really kind of gotten blown out of proportion, and they had to do a podcast with Kalila and Brenden and Bobby. And Bobby, by no means, is involved in any of this shit. He just got dragged in by Kalila and a little bit of Brenden because he called him and was like, you got to control your woman. This is Kalila and Brenden's shit, and Bobby has to deal with it. It's involving his comedic career. There's things that are detailed, personal choices he's made, like having an open relationship that he hasn't wanted to be public, that's been made public because of this. It's a fucking shit show, dude. And all because a bunch of people want to get some tasty, tasty drama on a comedian. And again, I get it. He is in the wrong here. If you're going to post a special before being 10 years into comedy, expect people to not be stoked on it because it's kind of against the comedian standards, right? If you're going to ask girls that are single for sloppy toppy in your truck when you're married, they're going to post about it, bro. That's how it works. Again, I'm not saying any of this is right. I'm just saying be smart about some of this shit, bro. Be smart about it. So yeah, man, crazy shit's going on with Brenden Schaub. I don't know what to make of it, but something even crazier than Brenden Schaub and this shit going on right now is Liverking, who is a real person. Wait, you just said Liverking like we were living in prehistoric times and I was a 12-year-old making up a superhero. Nope. Real dude named Liverking. Hey, dude, if your name's Liverking and you're obviously a carnivore, I'm a vegan of 5 years, I don't call myself the Veg King because I'm not a bitch, right? And something else I don't do is eat testicles. I don't eat testicles, right? And that's something that you do is eat testicles. So I don't need to fully get into this shit, bro, because he went on impulsive, watched the episode. It's just this dude who's on carnivore and he's jacked. I get it. He's jacked. I'm not jacked and I'm on the veg. I'm about to get jacked so I can prove him wrong. That's the fucking goal, dude. The goal of this show is to get me jacked enough to fucking fight Liverking. And it starts today. We're starting the program today. It's the Pattinson program. I'm going to get bulked up enough to where I can beat Liverking's ass. Liverking, it's on. Let's get into this video, though.
You give a fuck what your cholesterol is? I don't do any blood testing. I don't know what my cholesterol is. And I don't ask.
First problem, dude. I don't do any blood testing. I don't know what cholesterol is. You need to know about science.
People to do it. I don't believe in that shit.
Are there actual hard medical downfalls or shortcomings to this diet? Higher cholesterol,
valid question.
Are there things that you have to actively do to combat those?
Yeah, this is all rubbish, right?
Oh, dude! Is there any valid scientific or medical proof about what you're doing? This is all just rubbish, dude. Next time your girl goes to you and she pulls up the texts and the photos and she's like, you're cheating on me and my best friend, just do a slight chuckle. This is all rubbish, right?
Like the whole
idea of
thing.
Tracking cholesterol.
All of this stuff is fucking hilarious. You could make that face if you want.
Well, no.
Oh, dude.
Let me tell you what cholesterol is.
You can make, he starts saying bullshit. You can make that face if you want. You can even not like me if you want, dude. He's one of those guys who's going to stand by the fact that he's wrong till the end of time. It doesn't matter about testing. I guarantee you he's just a dude who's like, feel good, look good, and you're going to die of a heart attack, bro.
Because that kind of shits on the face of...
Sure, yeah, of course it does. But you stand in line, right? You buy that vegetables are healthy. You buy that you should be wearing a shirt. Right, you buy you should be wearing a shirt. That you should refer to yourself in the first person.
Oh my God, dude!
Right? You buy that cholesterol has something to do with heart. Let me finish this. Cholesterol is a proxy to something we don't fucking understand. If you want to know about heart disease, you need to know about your HSCRP, your inflammation. What does your insulin look like? What are your triglycerides? What the fuck is your?
Don't you find these things out through testing? He opens up by being like, "I'm anti-testing," and also when the dude's like. The dude's like, isn't this a slap in the face to like medical information? And he's like, they're all standing in line. He's like, they're all waiting in line. And the dude's like, this isn't even fucking remotely, you're not even remotely where I'm at. You're not even sniffing what I'm stepping in, you know?
Blood pressure. More people die of heart attacks with normal goddamn fucking cholesterol, right? So this cracks me up when people are like, let me look at your cholesterol, right? It's how the fuck do you feel? Right, if you got a fucking kicking ass libido,
told you, dude,
and you're kicking.
How the fuck do you feel? Do you have massive libido? All this dude cares about is being ripped and fucking, bro. And I gotta have a little bit of respect toward it, even though I respect animals. All he cares about is getting ripped and fucking, and I get it.
Kicking ass in fucking life. You give a fuck what your cholesterol is? I don't do any blood testing. I don't know what my cholesterol is. And I don't ask people to do it. I don't believe in that shit unless you think you might have a problem. Whatever, fine. Go do whatever blood testing you want to do. But here's what I know is like the reductionist thinking that cholesterol is associated, like, well, again, these guys got you.
The reductionist thinking. Dude, he makes everything seem like the government is conspiring against him, bro. Who were your parents? Who hurt you? Dude, that's absolutely incredible, bro. God, give me the confidence of Liverking to walk into to have killed a man, walk into a situation, and for someone to say, hey, we have all the evidence right here, blood, fingerprints, DNA, you killed this man. And I just go, no, I didn't. And they go, you're good to go. That's the dream. Liverking's got the dream, dude. That honest to God, dude, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. To a certain degree, he just lives by the standards that he wants to live by, even if they could kill him, because he feels good and he believes in it. And you can say it's whack, you can say it's crazy, but there's something to respect about that. I'm literally on the opposite end of Liverking. I've been a vegan over 5 years, okay? But I respect people that know their shit and stand by it, bro. This dude fucks, okay? and closing it down here, speaking of dudes that don't fuck, this was sent in to me, bro. The need for that poon.
Yeah.
The need for that poon. I usually know how to explain these TikToks going into it. Dude, I saw the first 5 seconds of this, and I'm like, there's no way you can explain this. I don't know what show this is from. I don't know how this is real. But here's my opening take on it. 4 men who have been separated from society and females their entire life. This is what this seems to be.
Keep acting cool.
Dude on the right looks like Wolverine.
No way. When you live in the bush, it's not every day that you see a pretty girl. So to see a couple of cute girls is like winning the lottery out here. There you go.
These dudes, you see a cute girl, it's like winning the lottery out here. Dude, it's a sausage fest, bro. It is a sausage fest out here. I'm loving these dudes' vibe, though. Kind of look like a bunch of dudes who play RuneScape, if you know what that is.
That took about a second.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, I ain't never seen a motherfucker sprint for a woman.
Try to impress some pretty girls. I think there are
Yeah, dude.
to like an extreme
That would be the kind of dude who sprints to go see a woman.
entrance to this money, and they're probably wondering, who's this guy? I'm there.
Oh, dude, honestly, he's right. He's like, if I run in there, if I go under the railing, if I do this whole big thing, she's going to be wondering, who is this guy? And let me just say, dude, she's wondering, who is this guy?
Entrance to this money, and they're probably wondering, who's this guy? I'm there.
That's hilarious, dude. That's absolutely, dude, another level, dude. When you see that fresh poon, you run to it. You don't walk. You don't try to do any of this stupid slide the phone number, be suave with it. You run right over. And I'm not gonna say you take what's yours. That's something the Liverking would say, and it's a little bit problematic. But you be respectful and you hope for the best. You be respectful and you hope for the best. Okay. But I just gotta say, dude, if you're on Hinge and your profile, your cover photo is you on your knees with your mouth open like a trout, you're not Meet My Mama material. You're not Meet My Mom material. Just saying, some Hinge advice. All right, guys, that's going to be all for the episode today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, shove it all over that subscribe button. All right, send the video to a friend. Get down there in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about next week. A skate video, a topic, you name it. So get out there, go in the streets, skate, spend some time with your family, live by the TJIF. And of course, my friends, anything else, of course, is shove it. Peace. Boom, dude. Fuck you, mower guy. Fuck the mower guy. We're good.